Good morning. The acting social rights minister yesterday asked the government to suspend diplomatic ties with Israel due to its planned genocide against the Palestinian people. Ione Belarra's remarks came ahead of a high-level meeting that took place in Madrid as part of Spain's EU presidency. Gaza is already experiencing a dire humanitarian crisis, with no electricity whilst water, food, fuel and medical supplies are running out. UN Chief Antonio Guterres has called for an immediate humanitarian ceasefire to end what he called the epic human suffering. At least 3,478 Palestinians have been killed in Israeli attacks on Gaza, whilst the figure stands at more than 1,400 people in Israel. Meanwhile, in a letter to the government, the human rights organisation Amnesty International has called for an immediate end to the sale of weapons to Israel. The call comes after recent events captured in numerous photos and videos showing the horrific effects of the violence committed by Hamas terrorists and Israel's response. It's suspected that even white phosphorus was used. Amnesty also calls for a halt to arms deliveries to Hamas. Police yesterday said they had rescued over 400 animals, mostly dogs and cats, as part of an operation that smashed an international pet trafficking ring with the arrest of some 13 people. The gang is suspected of illegally importing animals from Eastern Europe in small, poorly ventilated vehicles over distances of more than 2,000 kilometres, police said. The unsanitary conditions caused some of the animals to develop infectious diseases, and some died from mistreatment. The authorities suspect that the gang forged documents to misrepresent sick animals as being healthy when they were sold. The suspects face charges of animal abuse, fraud, document forgery and money laundering. Barcelona Football Club's president, Juan Laporta, is under formal investigation for suspected bribery in a probe spanning 2 decades of activities at the refereeing committee, according to a court document seen yesterday. In March, prosecutors filed a complaint over alleged payments of more than 7.3 million euros over 17 years to firms owned by Jose Maria Enriquez Neguera, who was vice president of the Spanish Football Federation's refereeing committee from 1993 to 2018. Laporta, who started a second term as Barcelona's president in 2021, was also at the helm from 2003 to 2010. The president and the club's directors are under formal investigation for suspected bribery over the alleged payments. La Liga champions Barcelona have denied any wrongdoing and told the media that its legal department was handling the case. Meanwhile, Jenni Hermoso has been named in Spain's squad for the first time since Luis Rubiales kissed her on the lips during the World Cup trophy presentation. Spain will face Italy and Switzerland in the Nations League later this month. That's the latest from TRE. I'm Bob James.